gym, day 2, and I screwed up, guys. I never got pictures from night number 1. I did a warm-up on the treadmill and arms, upper body for weights. And it went better than expected, and I was so pleased when I was done that I just shot out of the gym to think about and evaluate how my workout went. And so halfway home I realized you forgot to take pictures, Anne. And today I'm heading back to the gym. I skipped yesterday at the gym because my muscles needed a break. They need a day in between lifting to rest, but yesterday I took a 2.5 mile hike. So it's not that I didn't do anything, but I'm gonna try to just take one day off a week, alternate my weights, upper body and lower body, and then also on those in between days do like some sort of walk or bike ride depending on the weather and stuff like that. I know that I'm gonna have good days and bad days. I'm afraid of having more bad days than good. I mentioned that in the first video, that I have a lot of fear and anxiety about this, and I can't tell. It's probably a multitude of things, but I can't tell if it's because I'm uber committed this time and so I have that much more anxiety. For instance, like if I were going into it with the mindset of, oh, I need to lose a few pounds, I'm getting a little soft, I'm getting a little weak, I need to get some exercise, and it sounds really cool to say I went to the gym. Like if I were approaching it from that mindset, I think I'd probably have less anxiety because I'm not putting pressure on myself really at all. But I have more anxiety this time around because I know that after some self-introspection, as I mentioned in the first video, what the problem is for me committing to this. It's that I, deep down inside, was raised to believe that I wasn't worthy. I've never earned the reputation of being a quitter, even though that's what my family / my dad specifically made me believe about myself growing up, that if I wasn't this kind of person, this buff, popular chick, and I wasn't surrounded by boys, and I wasn't voted homecoming queen, and I wasn't state championship athlete, then I wasn't really worthy. And if I didn't go to college and study science and make 6 figures and make him proud, that I was just a big fat loser. I was a nobody. You know, I'm an artist. I'm a lover, not a fighter. I'm a creator. I am a positive thinker. I have a very colorful outlook on life. I believe in justice. I believe in kindness. I believe in treating people fairly and respectfully, regardless of difference of opinions. And I don't really care about making money and having status and a label and everything like that. So I was the bane of my dad's existence. Like, I was the exact opposite of everything he ever wanted for his firstborn daughter. I was the big fat loser in his eyes, or rather I should say he made me feel like that. Rest in peace, Dad. I found peace with him before he passed in January of this year, and it was a huge blessing to have been able to forgive him and come to this place where I was able to massage his feet on his deathbed. And, you know, I talk about that in some of my earlier content from this year. I have such peace over having been raised by the dad that I was raised by. I'm not there quite yet with my mom. There's a lot more involved with that one. But as I'm heading to the gym, I'm kind of reflecting on this and reflecting on why so much anxiety this time around. I've worked out, for years. This is nothing new to me. It's just that I've been off the wagon for 3 years now. So all I've been doing the last couple of years is taking leisurely bike rides and leisurely hikes and swimming. And now my leisurely bike rides tend to be like 20, 25 mile bike rides. So they're not leisurely by any stretch. But I mean, I do get a workout, and I think that's part of why night number 1 back to the gym went really well, I'm happy to say. So as my warm up, I just did like 15 minutes on the treadmill, and as a cool down, I did 5 more minutes at an incline at a higher speed just to kind of stretch my muscles in a different direction and to cool down. And the upper body, I started at the lowest possible weights because I just didn't know where I had gotten to the last couple of years, how flabby I had gotten or how much muscle I have. I have a sneaky suspicion because I had a little bit of a tone before that it won't take as long to get back in the swing of things as what I'm afraid it will take, because I went to the first machine. There's some exercises that I prefer machines on and some exercises that I prefer the dumbbells on. I do not like barbells, period. And I do like cables and stuff. So I have options as far as mixing up my exercises. And the first machine I went to was the chest and back machine, flies. So you're putting your arms in a 90-degree angle and pressing together for your chest. And then you're going from this position out for your back. My shoulders, both with the chest fly and the back press or the back fly or whatever you call it, my shoulders were creaking and cracking and making all kinds of noises. Nothing hurt, and my muscles certainly didn't hurt, but it was like, holy cow, this is why I have to continue working out, because my body's going to get rusty. I'm going to get sick. I'm going to be old and disabled and funky. I'm not going to be able to do anything if I don't stick with working out. I have to. It's just not an option for me. I imagine I want to be riding my bike and hiking around national parks and state parks and stuff in the US where I live when I'm 70 and 75. I don't plan on being old and rickety until, a few days before I die, and hopefully I'll live to be a ripe old age. And hopefully even then I'll still be walking. And I honestly want to have a fruitful life, and truthfully, like, why suffer in the latter part of life after you've worked so hard to raise your kids? Why not enjoy life in old age and make the most of it now that you have freedom and you might have grandbabies and retirement? And like, to me, that I look forward to that time of my life. I look forward to getting younger as the numbers of my age go up. That's what I want. That's what I'm looking forward to. I've been old in my young adulthood for too long. I felt a lot older 15 years ago than I feel right now. But today when I get to the gym, it's going to be upright stationary bike. And hopefully work up a good sweat in 15, 20 minutes. And then do a really good workout on my legs. I'm gonna do squats. I'm gonna work my hamstrings, which I guess I'm gonna try to be as elementary as possible in my videos in case people are watching this video, in case you're the type of person who's not worked out before and you're not familiar with muscle groups. And please correct me if I say something in this video and you're a fitness guru and you know better than me, and you can please correct me if I say something incorrectly. But after I do the bike, I'm going to do some squats. I'm going to use the machine for that until I feel comfortable with my knees. I have very creaky, noisy knees as well. And so for me, like, the leg press is like a pseudo squat. It's like a sitting or laying down type of a squat. So I'm going to do the leg press, and I'm going to do hamstring curls. and that's for the back of the thigh. And then I'm also going to do quadricep curls, which are, and you put the bar in front of your ankle and you lift like this. And when you lift like this, the top of your leg or your quadricep, your thigh, gets the resistance. And so that's the muscle that's getting worked. And so once I do squats, hams, quads, I'm going to probably do some floor, a few abs, and I can't even describe them. I don't even know how to describe them. So what I'll probably do is just insert some images here just so you guys know what I'm doing. With that, I'm pulling into the parking lot where my gym is, and I am going to close this video and hopefully remember to take pictures of myself either before or after my workout so that I have starting pictures to show you for this new physical wellness or physical hellness, as I said in my first video, another anism, road that I'm on. So thank you so much, guys, for tuning in, and I will see you in the next vlog. Bye.